You want to introduce first? Or you want me to do it?
Like how we say
How we did the first time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey you guys, my name is Alana.
Hi, it's Marley.
And welcome to our channel.
Hey.
We're going to cover a few videos. We're going to cover anything that's dealing with relationships, friendships, just any shenanigans around the world. We're going to cover it, let you know our thoughts, and then we want to get to know your thoughts. So,
Yes.
Marley is going to cover. Marley is going to cover, we're going to cover her video.
Yes.
I haven't seen it, so here we go.
You got to think about like a partner is a member of your basketball team.
Ooh, I like this.
It's like if you were picking players to play on a team, you wouldn't just pick a shooter. Everybody has to be able to do it all.
Yeah.
Each person.
Okay. Let me pause right here, right?
Yeah.
She says everybody has to want to do it all. Like,
Right.
if you're picking a mate, everybody has to know how to do it all.
Right, everybody has to have their part that they play on the team.
Okay.
As well, and that's how they have to be in the relationship as well. Everybody has a part to play.
I agree. So,
An important part to play. So I get
Have
that.
an important part. Okay, we're gonna.
Like, well, I don't cook. It's like, well, what happens if I can't cook?
Right.
How
we gonna survive?
Yeah, you just don't do laundry. Life is so unpredictable and complicated. And then
Who though? Who doesn't know how to do laundry? Us or
The
them?
guys. So let me go ahead. Okay, so should I play and then we'll just at the
Okay.
end? Because I
Okay,
feel
okay.
like there's so much to unwrap on here that it's just let me start
because they're thinking about picking a mate. You got to think about like a partner is a member of your basketball team.
Ooh, I like this.
It's like if you were picking players to play on a team, you wouldn't just pick a shooter. Everybody has to be able to do it all.
Yeah.
Each person in a couple has to be able and willing to do it all.
Yep.
So you don't want to marry a man who's like, well, I don't cook. It's like, well, what happens if I can't cook?
Right.
How
we gonna survive?
Yeah, you just don't do laundry. Life is so unpredictable and complicated. And then add in kids, right? If you're married to a man that doesn't do house chores and you've had given birth and you've had a cesarean and you can't be on your feet, or heaven forbid you have a difficult pregnancy and you come home and he can't do anything. He's never been grocery shopping, or if you're the woman and you can't balance the check.
Okay, so we are as you already
That was the
know.
end of the video?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just gonna leave it there because
Okay.
you already know the gist of it, right?
Yeah, I get the gist.
So, there's a lot to unpack on this, but
And I could only say my thoughts based on that short clip.
based on that short clip,
Yeah.
what
What do I think?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing that she mentioned was the basketball team and everybody does everything on a basketball team. That's not true. Everybody on a basketball team has a role to play on that team. Like, you're not going to ask Shaq in his heyday to go and throw. He wasn't even good at free throws.
Yeah.
And you're not going to ask him to do 3 points. He's not a Steph Curry. So you can't say everybody on the team has to be able to do everything. And then, here's the thing. And I get it because we are women. So she's saying all of this based on her being a woman, and that's fine. But then a man could easily flip it. And he can go, well, then are you going to fix
The tires
if everybody's
or
going to,
something,
right, are you going to change your tire?
yeah.
Are you going to fix electricity or the stove or the dishwasher and something when it breaks, because everybody plays their role? No, not everybody plays a role. Everybody has to know how to do everything. As well as everybody being there to play their part in the relationship.
I get what you're.
Yeah.
I definitely get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I think when she used the example of a team and everyone on a team knows how to do different parts. Maybe she means
She said everything though.
Everything?
Everybody knows how to do everything.
because I was thinking to myself.
That's how I.
When I look at Shaq, I just know him as being a defender. He
That's
defends,
it.
right?
Right.
But then it's just I'm pretty sure he practiced how to free throw.
Right.
Although he's horrible at it, but we know he knows how to do that. But that's not what he's known for.
Right.
So I'm thinking to herself, she's like, maybe this is what I'm just thinking. Maybe she meant like, yeah, you may not be a cooker, but you should know how to cook or know how to do something like eggs.
And okay, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say that is how she sounded like what she was trying to say.
Okay.
But then a man could flip it.
He sure can.
And say that, okay, if I need to cook, you also need to know how to change a tire. You also need to know how to fix the plumbing in the house, or change the light bulb, or change the battery in the what do you call it? Fire detector. Like you should know how to garden. If there's a roach on the floor, you should know how to pick it up. 'Cause instead of calling the man to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you saw a rat, God forbid, are you going to go pick it up since everybody knows how to do everything, or are you going to call the man to do it?
Because at the end of the day, I don't think it's possible that
we can't do everything. There's no way.
Because like, yes, we know the rules or whatever, but like, Lana, we've talked about this so many times that if the guy is the one who's bringing this and he's the one who's working hard, and the chick is now, the woman is not working.
Yeah. Then she should be doing those things.
Exactly. I can't.
Cooking and cleaning and stuff. It's only right to do it.
It's only right. Because I wouldn't expect a guy like, hey, you got to cook. Even if he does know how to, but I wouldn't expect him to be cooking.
Right, if he's bringing in the money.
Yeah. And that's how I feel about that. But I just feel like at the end of the day, if a guy is like, you don't want to starve. Yeah. But the way everything is set up now, we could just call Uber Eats. We could like.
No, but some dudes don't like Uber Eats.
Some dudes don't like Uber Eats. That's why they have to learn how to do the basics.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
But then but does it even make sense that a guy should learn how to cook? There's women who don't know how to cook.
That's true. But I feel like everybody should know how to cook.
Cook something.
Cook the basics.
You
can make some spaghetti, man.
You could do some spaghetti. Definitely some spaghetti.
Spaghetti's the easiest thing to do. Or tacos. That's easy too.
Tacos is
but still, she was coming at it from a point of view of a woman, which is fine, because you can't give your commentary based on a man's experience. But it would have been cool if a man was on there to see what he would have said.
Just to know,
like, you just can't do everything. There's no way.
You cannot. I was watching something, the couples, the two, the one that we like, the one that I sent you.
A couple?
Yeah, the ones with the 4 boys. The one who's
the Ellises.
Yeah, the Ellises. Yeah, like when he mentioned, because every relationship is different, right?
Yeah.
But he mentioned that, he if she had a long day at work, he doesn't mind doing the laundry, getting the kids' stuff ready, and doing all of that stuff.
Sharing the responsibilities.
And he was like, some of his friends were like, oh, why are you doing that? Shouldn't she be doing it? But then the way he, what he said, it's like, no, she, she works too. Like, she has a long day. But then it's just like, this is what works for them.
Right. That's true. Everyone's relationship is different.
So different.
But I can only go based on that short clip. And it just sounded like she wanted the guy to do everything.
Yeah,
And it's not, unfortunately,
it's not like
everybody has shortcomings. So I just don't. I honestly don't want my dude to. Well, no, because man can cook really good.
Oh, girl, and trust and believe.
I would love if a dude cook. Yeah.
My situations, every guy, for the most part,
knew how to cook. Yeah.
Yeah. So because
sometimes we do get tired, but I'm saying I'm not expecting the dude to know how to cook. Would it be nice? Yes.
It's so crazy though. Okay, so you said you're not expecting, right?
I'm not expecting.
I get it. But
if I met you cooking, then sure, I would like you to cook for me.
But it's okay, how does somebody deal with a person with me dealing with a guy who liked to cook, and that guy's been cooking, and that's what I know for the past 14 years. I like a man to cook.
But you got other stuff, but you still have the role to play. If his role is to cook and you met him cooking and he cooks for you, you have a role to play with whatever you do.
Clean and all of that stuff, organ. Yeah, right. But to me, I feel like
because you don't know how to do everything.
No, but it would be cool to get with a guy who Who does know how to cook?
Yeah.
And nowadays, like everything, you can learn stuff from YouTube, the basic stuff. And even if both people can't cook, like let's just do that together. Make it a fun.
That's a nice date. That's a nice date night.
Yes, it is. It was like,
I
hey,
agree.
let's do this together. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I hear what she was trying to say.
I do too.
But I would have liked, I don't know, I think it's the word everything.
I think
that
that's
kinda
what
threw
threw
me off.
Yeah. I think it will throw a lot of people
Yeah.
off because like you
We
can't
can't
do
do
everything. You just cannot. But yeah, you just cannot.
The only person that knows how to do everything is God.
Jesus.
Amen. That's it.
Yes.
Anyway, what do y'all think about what Michelle Obama said? Do you agree with her? Do you not? If so, if you agree with her, even if you don't agree with her, let us know what you think. in the
Yeah, let
comments.
us know.
All right.
Let us know.
Bye.
Bye.